For every day your detailing business doesn't have a proper online presence, you're handing clients directly to your competitors. Because someone in your city is searching for a detailer right now, and if you're not showing up, then a different detailer will be getting the job. So, this is the three-part system that fixes that. Let's get into it. All right, part one is the foundation, and I want to be very direct here because this is where most retailers get it wrong, or they just skip it entirely and they wonder why leads never come in. So think about this: someone hears about your detailing business, and the very first thing they're gonna do is they're gonna Google you. Question is, what's gonna come up? Because if it's nothing, or worse, if it's a dead Facebook page, for example, that customer is already gone. Because here's the thing: you could be the best detailer in your city, with flawless paint correction, ceramic coatings that lasts years, interior details so clean that it looks showroom, but if your online presence doesn't match the quality of your work, that customer is gone. They're going to be booking with the guy with a clean website and 47 five-star Google reviews instead. So, what does a strong foundation actually look like for a detailing business? Well, first, I'll tell you what it's not. It's not a generic template. It's not a DIY page that looks like it was made in 2011. It's a website that clearly shows the services you offer, and one that's designed to turn visitors into booked appointments. Whether that's for paint correction, ceramic coating, paint protection film, full detail packages, mobile detailing, fleet detailing, you name it. And imagine this: someone's searching for a ceramic coating in your city at 11 p.m., right? And if your website comes up, it looks professional, it shows your work, it has a booking form. So essentially, it's got everything they need to book before they even put their phones down. And that's what the right website does. Second point in your foundation would be to show your work. And in this industry, nothing sells detailing like a good before and after. So people see a swirl covered hood transformed into a mirror finish, and they immediately think, I want that for my car. And you don't need a photographer or anything like that, just your phone would suffice. And you can post it on your website, your Google profile, your socials, because visual proof is the best sales tool as a detailer. Third point in foundation would be your Google business profile. That being said, even though this is entirely free, it is still massively underused by detailers. And when someone searches outdoor detailing near me or ceramic coating in insert your city here, the businesses that show up first in that local map pack are the ones with complete optimized Google business profiles. So if you don't want to miss out, make sure you add in your services, upload your photos, fill it out completely, and start getting reviews fast, because 91% of people trust online reviews as much as personal recommendations. So if you already have happy clients, text them right now and ask for a Google review. So, like a review that mentions ceramic coating or paint correction in your city is the kind of thing that makes everything else, including your ads, perform a lot better. And the last point in your foundation is to be found in searches. So while your competitors are waiting around for referrals, the smart ones are getting found on Google every single day without paying for ads. And that's called SEO, search engine optimization. And for local detailing businesses, it is one of the highest return things you can invest in, because leads that come in through organic search are already looking for what you offer, meaning they're not being interrupted by an ad. They're actively shopping, so closing those leads would be so much easier. Now, for part two in the system is networking and relationship building. And before you scroll past this, hear me out, because this isn't about awkward sales pitches or cold calling random numbers. I mean, you could cold call, but honestly, the way people buy services today has completely changed. Relationships and online presence do the heavy lifting now, especially when you want to land higher ticket work like fleet accounts, dealership contracts, or corporate clients. People buy from people they know and trust. That's just human nature. So, at the base level, you could do LinkedIn. If you're a detailer who wants to land commercial work like for dealerships, car rental companies, fleet managers, corporate clients, LinkedIn is where those decision makers are. So build out your profile, show what you do, post content. Before and afters work just as well on LinkedIn as they do on Instagram. But beyond that, think about who's around you every day. the business owners at your local networking group, the guy at the gym who mentioned that he manages a car dealership, the woman at the coffee shop who said that her company has a fleet of vans. That's your opening. So go up to them, say what you do, get their contact, and most importantly, you have to follow up. You could also go to BNI meetings or Chamber of Commerce events, not to sell. That's not the mindset you want to go with. Go there to build relationships, go to become known. Because when that property manager or fleet coordinator eventually needs detailing services, and they will, they're going to call the person they already know and trust, and that could be you. And here's something that sounds so simple, it almost doesn't feel like business advice. And that is just to be more social in your daily life, like talk to people, be genuinely friendly. You never know who knows who. For example, like one conversation at a car show or a coffee shop or a car dealership, but that one conversation could instantly turn into a fleet contract worth thousands of dollars every single month. And know that this is a long game. Don't go to your first networking event expecting to land a contract that exact week. Just go consistently, build the relationships, plant the seeds, and hopefully in 6 to 12 months down the line, you'll have a network that sends you work without you even having to ask. And part three in the system is long term client experience, something detailers might overlook once they start getting busy. But here's the thing, while getting a new detailing client costs money, time, and effort, keeping one, however, costs almost nothing. A client who books a ceramic coating and then comes back every 3 months to maintain it, that's not just a customer, that's reliable income. And that's worth so much more than chasing one time jobs, right? So, how do you keep clients coming back? Number one, speed of response. When someone fills out your booking form or sends you a DM, you gotta respond within the hour. I know you're busy detailing cars, but slow response is the number one reason potential clients go somewhere else. So, even a quick, hey, I got your message, I'll send you a quote within the next hour, is enough to buy you time and shows professionalism. And I know, you can't always stop mid detail to answer a message. Well, that's exactly why every DetailBooster website has a built in AI chatbot that handles the conversation while you're handling the car. This way, your prospect feels heard and they don't go looking elsewhere, and you don't lose the job just because you are busy doing the job. Next would be to send quotes fast. Like, once you've seen the vehicle or you've heard what they need, get that quote sent out the same day. The faster your quote arrives, the more confident the client feels about you. It signals that you're organized, you're professional, and you value their time. And you know what helps with that even more? Having your prices right there on your website, organized by service and vehicle size. Because when someone can browse your rates on their own time and understand like what a sedan would cost versus an SUV, for example, and they still decide to reach out, that's not just a lead, that's a warm lead who's already comfortable with your pricing. So no awkward price conversations, no time wasted on people who are never going to book, just serious leads who are ready to go. And after the job, you need to follow up with just a simple message 2 weeks later. So something like, hey, just checking in. How's the ceramic coating holding up? Any questions? Nobody does this, and yet it's one of the most powerful things you can do for client retention and referrals because it keeps you at the top of their minds. It shows professionalism, and clients who feel like they're looked after are the ones who refer you to everyone they know. And honor your work. If there's a paint correction issue or a coating concern or a spot that they're not happy with, for example, address it quickly, no drama. That's how one-time clients become clients for life. That's how you go from a detailer with a job to a detailer with a real business. Because here's the long game. A fully booked detailing schedule isn't built on ads alone. It's built on a foundation that earns trust online, in person, and in the way you treat every single vehicle like it's your own. So that's the full three-part system: your online foundation, building real relationships, and delivering a client experience that keeps people coming back. And look, most detailers are going to finish watching this and say, well, that was good, and then go back to waiting for the phone to ring. And in 6 months from now, they'll be in the exact same spot wondering why nothing has changed. Don't be that person. If you want to see what a proper detailing website actually looks like, one that's built to rank on Google, built to book appointments, and built specifically for premium detailers, head over to DetailBooster.com. Everything is there. And if this helped you, drop a comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.